Hello again. Your coat did something weird.
Didn't I tell you to stop snooping around? Buy a drink or get out.
You did. But I found out more about Lewis Flynn.
Are they making him thicker out of town these days? I told you, I ain't saying squat. Go away.
You just said squat.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Throck. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day.
Okay. Hi!
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throck. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Okay, so how did it all happen?
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
Conveniently left out the part where he was hovering above the bed, speaking in Elder tongue. Okay. Why do you look like this, by the way? What happened?
Why do you... your face...
There's no delicate way to put it, is there?
So you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the She. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
Shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived at Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah? A newcomer with a gun.
Everybody keeps bringing that up.
Answer the question.
Okay.
Is it that obvious?
People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
I will think about it.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Now, don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
Okay, we can always come back maybe and take that. I just want to see if there's anything else Ooh. Well, now look at this on the wall. And I'm not talking about the picture. Oh boy. I say that plate of sausage looks good. Could tuck into that right about now. Okay, so can I bust through this? No. Just wondering. So, Lewis affected by a hysteria. Oh, right, now I'm familiar with this. We get to pick which way round we think it is. Lewis was aware of his actions, or he was mentally affected. Let's go for mentally affected for now. Ah, okay, now it's all tying together. Oh no. Lewis killed Albert Throgmorton while under some sort of mental influence. He couldn't control his actions and thus can't be blamed for Albert's death. I could try and cover for him, or else Robert Throgmorton will have his head. The other one, psychic influence or not, Lewis was out to murder Albert Throgmorton. He had a motive to the mutual hate between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. I must tell Robert Throgmorton the truth and bring a murderer to justice. See, here's the thing. The other guys in the house went nuts as well, right? They all started beating on each other. But do Innsmouthers succumb to that? The others are human. Maybe Innsmouthers don't succumb to that kind of madness, in which case it was deliberate. That's a possibility. I want to check one thing before we decide what we're going to do about it. I want to go back to the scene of the crime, or at least the initial part. I want to look at the memories again, if we can pull that back up. I don't know. Perhaps we can't. Oh, there's a back room we can go into.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Alright.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
So yeah, where's the dog? That's interesting. Oh, we can hold and loot. There we go. Shell casings and gunpowder. Are we going to be able to make our own bullets? That'd be pretty cool. Anything else we should look at? Nope. These people had a dog. Where the hell is the dog?
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Well, I found a dead body. What did you find? And the actual person who maybe killed him. But go ahead and keep shit-talking me just because I'm new. Hey, T-Weasel! Hello. How are you today? Hope all is well. Oh god, my guy's going slowly insane again. So that's the skinning knife. Oh, what is this? Oh, that one, yeah, that's Albert Throgmorton and his family.
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Okay. We don't have anything else though, do we? Can't look at this thing again. So, I was hoping to replay the memory. Tired, but it's Friday. That's the spirit. Yes, it is. So what I'm thinking is, I wanted to see first of all who killed who here. I think it's pretty obvious that this guy caved this guy's head in with this barrel. Because we saw Albert here running in this direction. And we saw the other guy, the Innsmouther, shooting him from this direction. So these were the two who did this. So he had a fit of rage because of the weird psychic disturbance and beat this guy's head in. That's rage. Albert, on the other hand... Oh, God. Yeah, that was a bit further down than I thought. Not Albert, sorry. Flynn, on the other hand, pulled a gun. Started shooting. I don't know how this rage presents itself, but maybe it doesn't present itself that way. And he chased him, shot off a few more rounds here, ran this way, up here, oh, yeah, and then went into here, and he kept chasing him all the way into here. Now, we found a piece of the guy's clothing here, so we know he's definitely followed him. He's probably the one that killed him. I don't think there's another third party here that we don't know about. But yeah. Like we say, he shot him straight in the center of the head. That's not enraged. It'd be full of bullets. It'd have pumped him full of bullets if it was rage. So I think he did this very deliberately. He's maybe saw an opportunity and took it. Or maybe he didn't, and he was just like thinking, if I don't kill this guy, he's going to hurt more people. In which case, why doesn't he just say that? You know? But I don't buy the whole, oh, I don't know, I don't remember anything. I think I was also under a weird psychic influence. So, yeah, I think we need to tell his father that I'm gonna turn the guy in. Or the murderer, I could lie to him. That will mean we have another character around. Is this on PC? Yeah. Do we turn him in, or do I go back and take that bribe to cover for him? And maybe the guy becomes somebody useful to us? No, I'm going to turn him in.
Just as
I'm going to be an honest detective. I'm a corrupt police chief, but I'm an honest detective.
He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family, and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bitter-sweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Gay to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress.
Well, the cops seem to just stand around doing nothing.
What brought you to Oakmont?
Investigating the cases of insanity. I'm not going to tell him that I'm trying to find the source of my own weird visions, because I've been having these crazy freak-out visions of the end of the world. But I'm going to tell him I'm here to investigate it.
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Oh, really? Why geological?
Geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Uh-huh.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he...
Well, it's going crazy, isn't it?
And where are the others?
I want to see if I can... Yeah, I'm going to use the controller. I like to sit back. Come on, recline. There we go. Oh, yeah. And we'll do this for a while. Any link between the visions and the hysteria or the murder and the expedition to link? Let's go with this first, rather than pursuing that.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Yeah, but you got off the night shift. Oh, ouch. So you might be in and out. No problem. If you fall asleep at the keyboard, that's fine too. Don't worry about it. Waiting for a guy to come fix the sink. Oh dear. That sucks. Yeah. Well, I hope it gets fixed. And that you can get to bed quickly. Hope they don't keep you up too long.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and...
Oh!
Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
Now I like it.
Use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
What about Bullet Bill from Mario? Is he like the ultimate form of currency? Sometime between 9 and 2. Oh, I love it when they do that. Alright, okay, we need to change something in the options here. Settings... Controls... Would it be under gameplay, maybe? Camera sensitivity, yeah. Yeah, that's way too slow. Put it about there. Anything else we should turn off and on? No, that's fine. Yeah, that's still really, really freaking slow. Just max it out. That's a little better. Okay, so right bumper is hit things, left is my wheel. Trigger, I'm guessing right trigger shoots. I've got a revolver as well. Alright, so let us figure out what we are supposed to do next. We've got a key to our headquarters now. Robert Throgmorton gave me the key to the expedition headquarters, the northern cover side at the road of Asher Road, or crossroads of Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. Lag? I don't know if it's lag, it just seems really slow. Okay, so that's the Lost at Sea case. I don't seem to have any others. Pin evidence. Unpin evidence. Interesting. I don't know how some of these mechanics work. Oh, we've got skill points now. So I can set traps twice as quickly, or keep an extra bullet loaded, gaining a chance to deal double damage with the pistol, 10%. 7 more pistol rounds, or when close to death, slowly regenerate a limited amount of health for one last fighting chance. Oh. Carry up to 25 pieces of any crafting material. Earn more experience and stay sane for slightly longer. You know what? I think that's good to get as a first skill. So where's the map? Here it is. We need to get to our boat. Cover side. It's the Oakmont Chronicle, Devil's Reef Hotel. That's where we need to be. That's our hotel. Maybe we should just go there first. So I can place the mark. What is going on here? Place a mark. There we go. Hospital of St. Mary. Oakmont Police Department. God, this is such a big map. The Throgmorton Manor is over there. Oh, wow. City Hall. Okay. Salvation Harbor. Where did he say the, Where is it? The headquarters we're supposed to go to again? That's not it. Have a look. Northern cover side at the crossroad of Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. Cover side is here. Asher Road. So you actually have to find it physically. And Hubert Avenue. Ah, there it is. So it's near the police department. So that's supposed to go there. Oh wow, I can actually put my own custom markers on the map. Oh, that is so good. Alright, so we need to get out of the port now through there. Oh my god, I've just realized there's a car on the roof. And they're using the headlight as a as a porch light. Nice. Hey, the cops are gone. Cool. How do I get my strange vision thing up? Here come the crazies. Ow! Through that. Ugh. So Robert Throgmorton funded the expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria gripping Oakmont. The expedition was to explore the seabed near Oakmont. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Albert Throgmorton was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. I was hired to find any other expedition members dead or alive. Throgmorton will be waiting for my report in the manor in southern Oldgrave. I have daywear costume.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
My Diary, Part 1. I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops, only remembering the screams and the metal creaking, water filling the deck and my headache, the worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of boat helped me survive and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half-mad, and babbling about ancient ruins and their denizens. The officers said none of what I thought I'd seen was real. My memories are true. My strange powers gained after that ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering, and still it haunts me. Ugh. Creepy. What do we got here? Oh? All that we see or seem is just a dream within a dream. How do I bring up my... Ah, there we go. Down on the D-pad.
Never again, they say.
What is this? A plea for help. Dear Mr. Reed, I understand you're in the private eye that caught the murderer at the port. My life is in danger and I cannot trust anyone in this city. Please come to my room, which is just opposite yours. Convenient. I am in despair. My studies have drawn the attention of vile forces. They stalk me and will take me soon. I have cast my lot and am beyond saving, but the 7 books must be saved at any cost. If I'm gone, find my notes there. This knowledge must not be lost, as it could be our kind's last hope for enlightenment. Please, be the bearer of this light, for I have failed. What is this? Laudanum! Nice. Soothes all ailments. Add to any spirits or tonic.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
That's because it's drugs. Oh, cool, okay. Ooh. Daywear. Or the newcomer. kind of like these. Hey, we can get the yellow suit. Oh, the pinstripe gangster.